Hello guys, this is Avcoor and we're actually going to attempt Whirlpool of Fire. So I'm kind of excited about this. I've adjusted my strategy. I'm going to do a video on elements of coils because I think this is important because this is becoming more and more apparent as I play this game that you have to diversify your elements. There's no way around that. So in order to prepare, we're going to switch. We're going to put catch in. We're going to put Alicia.
현명한 선택이야.
So we're gonna have her. We're gonna have the full healing set over here. So over here we're gonna have. We want that. We want that. We want this here. So the reason why we're doing this is because we want a leadership skill, but we don't want him in because he's green obviously, and we need to actually be very aggressive because on turn 10 I think he becomes pretty unstoppable. So with this setup we have two healers because we're gonna need to keep our men alive, and I think this should work. Anyways, let's get started. Like, I was talking to people who
절대적 중립이 존재하나요?
play the game on
화이트 드래곤의 수호!
in the chat, and I'm like, some people are kind of giving up because the content is really,
불패의 결의!
and I don't think that's kind of cool. The good part is we have seen that zlonggames is willing to lower the difficulty of content, so that's always a good thing.
무슨 일이야?
So of course we're gonna use catch here.
의지의 성건!
And we're going to. So we can't one shot here. So we're just gonna use our skill. Now we're gonna.
얼음 결정에 삼켜져라!
That's why I think the core 3 are important to build your elemental cores, because I just don't see like
광해의 노호!
on an account that you don't put much money into. I just don't see how you do it without that. I just don't see it happening. And that's just my opinion, but I just don't see it as feasible. Because, like, because you literally are spending money and you want to get the most out of your money.
여기선 모든 게
And
얼어붙죠.
I just think that
모두를 얼리라고요? 알겠어요.
if you look at the overall mechanics of the game, that there's certain characters, even though you would like to say that they're good, but
강물을 멈추는 힘!
alright. So we actually got a boogie. We actually got to get into attacking range so we can start attacking this thing. Because, yeah. So we're actually gonna just
저한테 맡기세요.
this next turn coming up, we're jumping in. And that's just the way things are. Alright. We're gonna attack it. We're not gonna kill, and that's fine.
빨리 결정하세요.
Moving upward.
월관왕이 여기에 왔다!
In fact,
아직도 시작 안 했어?
you're going upward, man.
벨리시아가 노력할게!
Alright, so that's done, dude. Because we're on a time limit here. So we're gonna have to go and wait.
빈틈이 보이잖아. 검이 있는 곳에 사람이 있다. 무슨 일이야?
절대적 중립이 존재하나요?
Alright, so next turn we're going in attack.
월관왕이 여기에 왔다.
We are going to attack. So that's just what's gonna.
영생의 꽃의 정령, 내 명령에 따라줘.
That's kind of retarded.
아직도 시작 안 했어?
Yeah, we're not.
영롱한 강철 주먹.
So we gotta go into attack here.
불패의 결의. 엑스칼리버, 나의 빈틈이 보이잖아.
당신의 부탁이라면 응하지요.
Let's see if she dies. This is one I want to test to see how easy this is gonna be for me. Alright, so she lives, but we don't want to attack yet.
모두를
We
얼리라고요?
actually want to wait on
알겠어요.
절대적
These two
중립이
characters are
존재하나요?
not into the battlefield, so I'm not worried about that. So we're just gonna heal.
광야의 노호.
당신의 부탁이라면 응하지요.
Alright.
무슨 일이야?
Ah, she has literally no That sucks. Well, let's go ahead and
두렵지 않아.
attack here. Alright, so we're gonna attack. We're gonna attack again.
눈보라여,
Oh, she's doing good
몰아쳐라.
damage. Oh, she's doing good damage. Real good damage. So, she's gonna go here.
약속대로 너의 백성을 지켜.
Go here. Heal.
등대의 인도.
헛된 망상은 버려.
Alright.
검이 있는 곳에 사람이 있다.
We're gonna drop that attack.
승리는 당연한 것이다. 불패의 결의.
Alright, so we're gonna attack some more. Good.
빈틈이 보이잖아.
But notice that we're like, alright, so she's gonna attack. And she's gonna get lit.
벨리시아가
Oh,
노력할게.
she got armor crush on? I'm such a dummy. Boy, of course. a
빨리
dummy.
결정하세요.
If I would have timed that, I should have. Oh,
모두를
well. Boy,
얼리라고요?
of course, a dummy.
알겠어요. 월관왕이 여기에 왔다.
Yeah, we're gonna heal here.
강물을 멈추는 힘.
Alright.
용맹의 빛.
Alright.
아직도 시작 안 했어?
Wait,
두렵지 않아.
because we were being stupid. Okay, so let's look at her skill again. Alright, let me see what this is doing. So we're gonna go here. Alright, so like that.
뿌리는 쓸어버린다.
So So far, so good, guys.
빨리 결정하세요.
Alright, so we may be alright, so far, so good. But I knew, like, this is letting me know that I'm on the right path
절대적
with my
중립이 좋.
strategy.
벨리시아가 노력할게.
But it's letting me know that other things as well.
영생의 꽃의 정령. 내 명령에 따라줘.
Alright. So we're gonna take some damage here. Ah, fuck.
검이 있는 곳에 사람이 있다.
Alright. So we're gonna have to attack. You think we don't have to, but
불패의 결의.
무슨 일이야?
alright. And I was like a dummy again, because
모두를 얼리라고요? 알겠어요. 얼음 결정에 삼켜져라.
we're outside.
화이트 드래곤의 수호. 두렵지 않아.
We're gonna have to attack.
빈틈이 보이잖아. 헛된 망상은 버려.
We're gonna take some damage.
광야의 노호.
We got a boogie. Like I said, it doesn't matter.
검이 있는
We're
곳에
gonna
사람이
take
있다.
damage.
월관왕이 여기에 왔다.
It doesn't matter.
강물을 멈추는 힘.
And we lost. Of course, we lost our freaking.
두렵지 않아.
Of course, we lost.
엑스칼리버. 나의 불패의 결의.
아직도 시작 안 했어?
We ain't worried about it. Going for broke, baby.
빨리 결정하세요.
Going for broke, baby. It doesn't matter. Trying to get this thing done.
모두를 얼리라고요?
I'm sorry.
알겠어요.
And this will happen. You're gonna have to sack your guy. Yeah, guys are getting sacked. I understood this was gonna happen,
벨리시아가 노력할게.
and I'm not. It doesn't show.
광야의 노호.
At this level,
빨리
we're sacking
결정하세요.
guys, man. Because he's in his rage stage. We're sacking him.
검이 있는 곳에 사람이 있다. 빈틈이 보이잖아.
I knew we were gonna have to sack guys. I just understood that at the end. Because this is like high level content.
전통은 낡은 게 아니에요.
It didn't shock me that. It didn't shock me that I was gonna have to do that. It wasn't. It didn't shock me that it was gonna turn out this way. It didn't shock me at all. Period. But this is my first clear, and it's kind of exactly what I wanted. Though the realities are pretty crappy. So let me go into why that is. First of all, I'm going to do the elemental core video tonight, where I talk about building your elemental core team. First of all, I couldn't have gotten this done without Catch. I could not have made this clear.
아이비스의 바람, 아이비스의 모든 것. 전부 내가 속할 유일한 곳이야. 아이비스의 기사는 영원히 마음껏 비웃으라지. 당신들이 내가 한
Charlotte was the key unit, of course. And notice that Charlotte is rank 8. I don't see how you get this clear at an early stage without having her at rank 8 or above. But also look at my equipment. This is another problem that I ran into. If you watch my videos, this equipment used to be on semi, but in order to do this clear, I needed the stats. I'm running into a problem where SR equipment is no longer cutting it. It's just not. Um, I I think that's a lot of this is where the problems come in because SR equipment actually raises your power. That's how you get your power to 6,000 above. You have to have SSR equipment, and I think a lot of newer players are getting to realize that. And even myself, I was able with strategy to get around it, but now I can't. Like the level 60 Whirlpool challenges, there's no way around it. You need SSR equipment. Like, and another thing, you're gonna need personal weapons. The personal weapons that are for your character really make a difference. And that kind of sucks, but it is the truth. So that's what you're looking at right here. So over time, I know I have to change my gear to SSR gear. There's no way around it now. But that's only for high level clears. I think there's a way around it, and the fact that you can just move your SSR equipment between characters. And another thing is your runes have to be your level 2 runes aren't cutting it really. They're not really cutting it anymore. And that's why I had to like mess with my runes, and still with this, my runes aren't really up to snuff. I mean, look at that. That's like a 5. Look at these threes. The threes aren't really getting it done. But since I have my Charlotte so built, and another thing, this game really is resource demanding. So two lines kind of it's not getting it done. A lot of your characters that you would like to use, you want their traits maxed out, and you want their bonds max. I got away with it, but that's kind of where you want to be. And I'm seeing that. I thought it was a bad thing that my
태어날
Lena
때부터 모든 것을 잘하는 사람은 없어.
got to rank 6
수많은 실패가
uh,
지금의 나를 있게
instead of
했지.
me getting silver, but it turned out to be better because that rank was the difference between me winning because of the HP threshold. Because when you look at it, she only has 2 lines of traits, and that would not have given her the power she needed in order to survive because she needs HP. When you look at her overall summary, she has rank B HP, and that's really not that great, especially when you're going against higher level bosses. This HP is not that great. Her equipment is not that great. I actually had to switch to this Key of Conviction. I had to get rid of her old equipment and replace it with SSR equipment because it's just not getting it done. It's just not getting it done. SR equipment at higher level, it's just not getting it done, man. It kind of sucks for me to tell you that, but as me as a content creator, um, just starting out for this game, once you hit level 60 Whirlpool, SR equipment is just not getting it done. It just isn't getting it done. And your ranks, they have to be at least a 4 or above. It's hard to get by with rank 3 unless you're doing team construction, which I did. So, yeah. And her rooms, uh, that's why she died. Her rooms are weak. But I got away with it because, like I said, team construction. Team construction came in the fact that I realized I needed 2 healers. Um,
아비아를 돌봐.
my Clefairy is actually rank 6, and her traits are actually max. She's missing one here. She needs Kabir. Like I said, even her equipment has to go to SSR. I mean, this helped a lot. Her helmet, and but the thing about SSR gear is no good unless it's like 5 or above. If it's not, you're better off sticking with SR gear. Um, like right here, I have this at rank 5, but this is kind of like for tank, so it's no good. I'll probably put it on one of my tanks. But yeah, the SSR grind is getting real. It kind of sucks that it's come to that, but it has. There's some pieces of SR gear that are good, but it's not much. And her runes are a little bit better than most, but the twos, they're holding her back, and that's just the way it goes. The thing about
나
Alicia,
엘리시아는 케투라의 현재 그리고 미래의 유일한 월관왕이 될 것이다.
I hate to say it, but Alicia is way better than advertised. Cause look at her rank. Her rank is 3, right? And
아비아를 돌봐주셔서
Clefaire's rank is
감사합니다.
6. But
바로
look at the
나
power.
엘리시아는 케투라의 현재 그리고
4,000
미래의
아비아를 돌봐주셔서
4,000.
감사합니다.
She's only got
파로스에 있을 때보다
905.
훨씬
나 엘리시아는
That's because her stat line is so amazing. She has one of the best stat lines for healers in the game. I mean, she's rocking AHP, A defense, and S magic defense. I mean, that's insane. It allowed her just to survive. Her magic attack is average, but her overall stat line is absolutely impressive. I find myself using her more, and now that I have 2 SSR healers, I don't use Lohane's as much as I thought I would. Lohane's is still good, but his element is more valuable than himself. His leadership skill and his element is more valuable to me now because Alicia is so good. It's weird that, of course, she has like SSR gear, but when you look at her like path, I mean, she's only rocking 2 lines, and that's it, only 2 lines. Whereas Clefairy has all 3 of her lines. It's amazing what they gave her some really good stats. And her runes, these are my obvious runes and her obvious equipment. And she did so much work for the little resources I invested in her. That lets me know that a long term, Alicia's better than she looks. When you look at the analysis on Perweeden, I think it's absolutely wrong. She's really good in PvP, and she still is. A new PvP list has gone and came, and she's not as high as she used to be, but she still is up there. And that's an testament because Alicia is an old character as far as the game is concerned, so hats off to that. And last but not least, let's talk about cats.
고개 숙이지 못해? 잘 들어. 나 캐시의 협조를 바란다면 내가 시키는 대로 해. 알겠으면 큰 소리로 예 하고 대답하고.
Cats did the job that we were asking her to do. I gave her equipment from Ballet, but I had to build her gauntlet up, so I had to grind this up. This is what I was talking about where when you build your equipment sets, I actually, in order to beat this content, I actually had to build her equipment set for her weapon because she uses a weapon that's different from everybody else. In fact, she's the only unit that uses gauntlets right now. That's let me know that we're getting the green tank, the sheep girl. Sheep girl's coming really soon, maybe on this next one coming up or the one after, because they just need another character to use gauntlets, and she uses gauntlets. When you get down into it, Katja's stat line is pretty impressive for a physical tank. She has the highest physical defense in the game at 9 invested, and she has amazing HP. Her physical attack is okay, but the fact that she's able to, I learned that she actually can drop, has armor shred in her kit. That's pretty damn good. I did not know that when I was playing, but this is pretty good passive for a tank. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's pretty good because it allows her to debuff, and she already debuffs in her kit. That's why she was dropping move. And she lowers physical attack. I'll have to check that. I think it's yeah. I think yeah, physical attack. Yeah, and like I said, her paths aren't even that great, and the runes on her are not even that great. They're not, man. Like I said, this was a rough first time, but it lets me know that your elemental cores are so important because I had a tank and two DPSs. I was able to clear it, even though I'm like woefully inadequate, like woefully inadequate. I was relying on this leadership skill to give me extra damage. So overall, my if you look at my overall power, it was woefully inadequate. It was just proper strategy. Using a two healer strategy and using three blue characters allowed me to clear that content. But in this next video, I'm going into elemental cores and why it's important because I think if you understand that part, it's going to help you get through the content easier. But anyways, if you like my content, hit the like, share, subscribe button. I enjoy making this content. It was kind of fun like clearing this because it allowed me to put into practice what I preach, and I like doing that. So have a great day and goodbye.